Hey everybody, happy good day to you. Good morning to everyone. If you're going to watch this at 7 a.m. Central Time, and that'd be a sight to have both of us pop up at 7 a.m. for anybody. That'd be rough.
I mean, no, never mind. Never mind. I'm not going to go down that road.
Good.
It's too early for some people.
Good. Thanks for being with us today, guys. We're on our last stretch here. We're just a few more days to get to our culmination of the Riley's Children's Charity Drive, November 1st, Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Trenton changed it just for me because I'm an old guy and it's hard for me to stay up late. Well, 7 p.m. Central Time. It's going to be a long one. So
yeah, we're gonna push it a little bit. I know it's a Saturday. I'm sure everybody's out enjoying the weekend, especially after a long day taking the kids trick or treating or whatever you're doing. Maybe you're having the old adults hang out after the Halloween party type of thing, and you had a little too many Jello shots, whatever. Please try and tune in though. Like we said, November 1st at 7 p.m. Yeah. It's going to be the longest live stream.
It's going to be a hoot.
We're going to be giving away a ton of stuff. I might be getting a tattoo. I don't even know what's going to happen. But we're going to be doing everything for a good cause. So if you're available, please come check it out.
Please do. We're not going to spend a ton of time because we dedicated a whole show to this on Monday. So let's get to what we have here on the bar top for the first time ever. I knew it. See,
man, you need to put them readers on or something when you're trying to line these up.
Trying some nuts. He couldn't help himself.
I'm like Kevin. I'm a little OCD.
It's kind of like we got a tiny screen there. It's about 4 inches by like 3 inches.
4 by 6.
5. It's a 3 by 5 card. Like I'm supposed to see that.
It's probably 3.
Seriously.
It's probably 4 by 6.
I doubt it.
3 by 6.
I'll bet it's 3 by 5.
It's not very big.
Anyhow, first time ever in the history of SLB drinks will we be reviewing fairly new releases of the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Bourbon and the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Rye. That's pretty cool.
Now, there's going to be some people that are going to ask, didn't we already review the Barrel Proof Rye? Yes, but that was a bottle your own experience at Heaven Hill that our good friend Deidro so kindly sold to us at the cost of what he got it for at Heaven Hill when he went with his wife. So this is just the general release A925, I'm sorry, of the rye. But I'm assuming we're a little late on the bourbon because it
always is.
Indiana kind of gets the shaft.
Is, buddy. This is actually the C925, I'm sure. Yep, C925. We might as well start with the bourbon here, Trenton, on our right side, your left side. This one here is 129 proof. It is release C925. And I hope you're sitting down. The age on this is 9 year and 1 month.
Ooh, I bet you're
9 year and 1 month. Hey, I'm gonna reserve my opinions and judgment until we check it out.
I love it.
I don't know. It's got to be the youngest. Let me know in the comments if it's not. I'll tell you one thing. It's the youngest release of any in my collection.
And you have quite a bit of them.
And I have quite a bit. So it's very possible it could be the youngest. Back in the day, Trenton, there was just a little label on the side here.
I remember that.
And they were all 12 year.
I remember that.
Every single one.
Yep.
So then they started varying. They even had that one was 13 year and something, which was super good. But hey, this is the youngest in my collection. I'll promise you that. 9 year, 1 month. So the proof is up there though. 129 proof.
Oh wow! And I feel like we knew this was going to happen when Elijah Craig dropped that 12-year minimum. They were gonna flirt with some of the lower age stated stuff, and then toss us a bone or two every now and then with the 13-year or whatever.
Sure.
And for those that are wondering, as I'm sure you are, I did cut my finger up pretty good, cutting some broccoli earlier. So
really, broccoli?
It was after I was cutting broccoli. So like I don't wash the knife after I cut broccoli because it's just got the little florets on it. Who cares? It's not dirty. So I just wash it off with water, and then I take a paper towel, and I was getting ready to wipe off the water from the edge so it didn't sit in the block and get it all nasty in there. Well, I got a new knife set, and it's very sharp. And
you found that out,
I unfortunately found that out the hard way. And as soon as it happened, I felt a sensation like I've never felt in my entire life.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't even look
down. Did you hop a little bit?
No, I didn't
even hop?
Nope, I just stood like this, and I could feel the heartbeat in my thumb, and I was like, it's still there.
There we go.
I didn't know how deep it was, so I took it up, and it was nothing. And then it just starts gushing.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing your mom's not down here to hear your story about you don't wash your knife for broccoli.
Nobody else does. You're not going to get out the soap and the water. You're not going to get out the soap and scrub it real. It's broccoli. Just like nobody does that.
Nobody does.
If it was meat, sure, I could see that. Or like a lemon. I'll do it when I cut a lemon.
Nobody does that.
Nobody does
It's
it.
silly.
It's a waste of dish soap. Dish soap's expensive.
Well, yeah. Definitely. Quintessential Heaven Hill Bourbon.
I mean, it does smell
pretty good.
It does smell. It's very brown sugary. And
Very brown sugary, and hints of even that the slight burnt edges of a brownie, which I dig that when I can pick that up in a nice bourbon.
I get a little vanilla in there too, and
yes,
a sweet vanilla. It's
yes, I'm with you.
I almost wish
overall it's actually pretty nice.
I almost wish I didn't know the age going into this, because it would have been interesting to kind of know where this falls, because I feel like you hear 9 years and then last times was whatever old, and you're like, oh, we're getting screwed here, but age doesn't always mean yeah. But it smells very good.
It does. I've got
honestly
zero complaints on the aromas.
It smells a little Dr. Peppery. Like there's a lot going on.
I can get with that too. I'm really liking the aromas. I think it's very quintessential bourbon. There's a little bit of alcohol coming out of there. It's 129 proof, but it's not like it's searing.
I also get those root beer candies a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I've never gotten this many notes from something in a while. It's been a while.
Good on you, but yeah, I think it's very good. It's
quite complex.
Yeah.
129.
Yeah, 129 first sip of the day. Let's figure that out.
Ooh.
I gotta take another one.
The viscosity on that's crazy.
I was just gonna say that.
I need to stop cutting you off.
No. Please do. I'm happy when we kind of have the same opinion, because it just validates, in my mind what I'm thinking. On a very high proof whiskey, in any review that we might do here down at the Basement Bourbon Bar, I need to take a second sip because my palate's just adjusting to that proof and all sorts of stuff going on there. I thought it was tasty on the first sip, but I know the first thing that I sensed was the viscosity is really nice on this.
It's one of those things too, and I don't know if this happens to you, but sometimes when I have a whiskey that's like really viscous, I almost don't taste anything at first. Like on the first sip, especially when it's the first sip of the day, it's like so viscous, it's like coating my mouth and nothing's getting through the viscosity. It's almost like creating a barrier.
This is really good. This is a lot brown sugary, just like we talked about. But let me ask you this: are you getting like a twang?
Yeah.
And I'm digging it.
It's like a sweet and sour type of a vibe.
And I'm liking it. I am too. I kind of caught that on the first sip, and I'm like, that can't be. I don't know if I've ever gotten that with Elijah Craig. With a barrel proof. I don't think I ever have.
Normally, which is why I prefer the Larceny. We're not reviewing. We didn't even buy the Larceny.
We didn't buy it
this time around. I'm kind of sick and tired of the Larceny barrel proofs. I can't remember where I was going with that. Twangy? What was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, normally these are quite peppery. For me,
say that. You do say that.
For me, it's usually pretty peppery. This one is just delightful.
Yeah, it's. I gotta take another sip because it's kind of taking me by surprise a little bit on the palate.
Especially knowing the age statement on this. Mm-hmm. This is a very 9-year. This is an incredible 9-year product. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm getting a little chocolate. That brown sugary stuff is there. I get a little bit of that oak char, just a tiny bit, and that kind of a sweet and sour twang. That sweet and sour twang is not, it's not over and above everything else that's in there. It's just something that goes along with the sip. It's pretty nice.
I'm going to toss something out here. I think this might be better than the C923.
Oh, it's just there's more chocolate. I'm getting.
It's really good, dude. It's really good.
I was going to say, this is my opinion. Trent's got his opinion. You all have your opinions. It's all good. personally, I don't feel it levels up to some of my favorites that ever was, which would be included in that, the C923.
So C919, B520, C923, top three.
C919.
C919. Okay.
C919.
B520.
B520 for sure. C919 was like an oaky, beautiful bomb. It was wonderful. B520, C923. Those are probably my three favorites. And to me, it doesn't level up to that. But I'm very, very pleasantly surprised because of that 9-year age stated in the front of the bottle. I think it's pretty good.
I think, and please let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
I honestly would love to do a 4-way blind with this and your other 3 favorites.
Oh boy, here we go.
Just to see, because I honestly think, just in terms of the ones that I remember being really good, I think that really has a shot. Especially, I mean, I haven't had the ones that are your favorites in a while.
I know.
I don't have any of those at home.
Hey, we can do this after. We can fit it in sometime after the Riley's live stream. You know,
please let us know if you would like to see that.
If you want to see it, I'd be happy to do it.
If not, we'll do it for Patreon or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Price was that $79.99? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's the nice part about it. Kudos to Heaven Hill. I should have swallowed all the way first before I started talking. Kudos to Heaven Hill, for keeping that price point relatively consistent. They've squeaked up a little bit, but not much. It's about $80.
It was $65. I remember back in the day when we were buying them.
Now I know I know a lot of you folks have a ton of these on your shelf. If you're like me, I got about 12, probably a dozen of them, and you all probably have some on your shelf too. And you probably have that opinion that why do I need another one when I have 6 on the shelf? This is one that you may want to get a pour from because you can probably find that somewhere. Yeah. Just to check it out because you may be interested in this one.
Yeah,
you may be.
Definitely a good conversation to have about that one. I think it's fantastic. Honestly, as somebody, I always give Kurt the Elijah Craig's, and I never seek out a second one, or one for myself. I would purchase one of those for myself.
Wow.
I think it's very.
All right. I think it's very. Hey, there you have that. All right, let's get over to your bread and butter.
On to the rye.
You read the label.
This is 108 proof, 12 years, 3 months, A925. This is, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Everybody always does. The first public release of this that isn't part of the bottle your own experience.
I believe that's correct.
12 year, 3 month, 108 proof.
12-year great age statement. I really love the proof point.
I love the proof point. That's fantastic.
My preference is somewhere in that 100 to 110, 112.
For a rye or across all?
Anything. Okay. Really. I mean, for me, although I liked this bourbon quite a bit, that 129 gets a little elevated for me. That's just me. I really love that 100 to 110 proof range. So I didn't even look at the bottle. I didn't even know it was 108. So I'm very happy about that.
I just assumed because it was Elijah Craig that it had been up in the 120s, maybe even a 130.
I would have absolutely thought that as well.
Do you remember the price point that you paid?
Boy, that's been it. We've saved this a couple weeks so we can do this together. I don't know.
We'll have Kyle put it up on the screen if we can find the receipt and everything.
I think it was around the same.
Okay.
But we'll find out.
Now, I
text Harry. He'll answer you right away. He will. Now, he may not answer me right away, but he will answer Trent. Right.
Man, I can't type with this bandage finger. How much was the Elijah?
How about you folks out there that are roughly getting up to my age? How about these kids these days that have two hands on their phones and they use both thumbs to text? No way.
I have arthritis already.
Not in a million years.
Diagnosed. I got X-rays and my doctor told me that I have arthritis from the texting and everything. He hasn't read it yet. Oh, there he goes.
The answer is him. I mean, now.
How much was the Elijah Rye A925?
This is really good.
This smells lovely.
It's wonderful, actually.
Now,
for a rye whiskey.
I feel like a lot of people, including myself, I'm a little surprised that this price point, or the proof point, is so enticing. Normally I'd be like, oh, we'll bump it up to a little bit, to like 120-ish. I like this. I think this is really nice.
I'm with you.
I don't have that, but it's same price as bourbon, $79.99.
So about $80. Then I must have got this from someone else then. And if I did and I didn't mention or give you thanks, I apologize for that.
I got to send Harry a heart to say thanks, Pumpkin.
See, I don't send no hearts. That's probably why.
No, it smells really good.
It does.
It's almost tropical.
Man, it's weird because I'm going to say this again. This is like quintessential beautiful rye for me. It's not. I don't really enjoy aromas from those super minty, ryes.
Yeah.
As much you may. You're the rye guy, you and Kent, but for me, this is kind of like Gravy Train for me. Gravy Train. You know what I'm talking about.
I really don't. Gravy's terrible.
I'm not referring
nasty.
to gravy. This is just up my alley. This is good.
If I remember correctly, and if I'm wrong, I'll also have Kyle put this on the screen. I believe this is a 51% rye. This is a barely legal rye.
I believe you're right. That's probably why, for me,
yeah.
it's that I'm really enjoying the aromas on this.
Normally, I'm not a huge, okay, I say that, and then, Pikesville Rye is one of my favorite ryes, and that's a 51%er. Anyway. It smells really good.
I like it, dude. There's a little bit of rye characteristics there with maybe a tiny hint of herbal, maybe tiny hint of mint. But then it just rolls right into these sweet tea notes, like a darker sweet tea notes, and even into that.
Wow.
Even into a little bit of that maple.
See, I'm getting like a little bit of a tropical, like a pineapple type.
See, I haven't gotten it yet. I heard you.
Yeah.
And I'm trying, but I haven't got it yet because I'd love to try to pull that.
But I do get the maple. I understand what you're saying about the mint. It's there.
Yeah.
Not as quite
Very
as much
slight.
as I would like, but I'm
Very
a
slight.
massive mint fan with the rye.
I'm not.
Have you ever had mint
love it.
jam on lamb chops?
No.
It just doesn't seem like that'd be good.
No, I've never been that fancy.
Is that a fancy thing?
Try that. I would think. I don't know. Lamb chops with mint jelly.
It doesn't sound good. Mint with meat? I don't know, man.
I go to Texas Roadhouse where you throw peanuts on the ground.
I haven't been there. Their rolls, though, are slap.
Yeah.
Those
Honey
rolls
butter.
are amazing. I could go there and just say, aren't they free? So you can go there and just eat free bread and leave. And peanuts.
You would do that.
I would.
It's good. And I love that. I do. Wow.
Man, that's good.
That is really good.
That proof point really is just
Love it.
dialed in. That's a nice
Love
proof point on
that.
it.
It's much more comfortable for my palate, more accepting, more inviting.
And here's the thing, guys. If we're talking price point, a 12-year rye for $80, granted, it's not a hazmat or anything like Jack Daniels is doing, whatever. I think that's a great bargain. I think this bottle is amazing.
I think it's a great deal because, anywhere you try to pick up those, and they're fabulous. Please don't get me wrong. This doesn't measure up to a 12-year MGP, things like that. It doesn't, and I get that. But that's going to cost you minimum $120 to $150 for the 12-year MGP rye. This is going to be relatively almost half of that, and it's very, very good.
Guys, I mean, I love this. I
Just get a little bit of that rye bite. I'm getting those same sweet notes. A little bit of that sweet tea, the maple. I haven't picked up any tropical yet.
really, I'm not getting it on the palate.
And I'm sad about that.
I'm not getting it
'cause
on the palate.
I'd love to do that. But past that, it's delightful. It's a wonderful first release.
I'm really excited to see where they take this. I hope it only continues to go upward. I think if there's anything that I know about rye whiskey is that MGP 8-year rye is fantastic. So if they were to take this, and I think they're coming out swinging with a pretty high age stated barrel proof rye out of the gate. So it wouldn't surprise me if we start seeing this dip below the 2 digits there. We'll see how the price corresponds with a decrease in price down the line.
Right.
I think they could even do a really solid 8 or a 9-year. I hope they continue with this age statement for as long as they can. But I'm excited to see what they do with this next year.
Let's finish the show by this, Trenton. And I'll still keep my opinion. My opinion is at this point, when it comes to Elijah Craig and barrel proof releases, if you're going to release something that's 9-year, although this is very good, don't get me wrong. If you're going to start releasing something barely 9 years old, decrease the number of releases in a single year. There's 3. My fear is if they start releasing 3 of these barrel-proof ryes every year, what's it going to become? I hope it's, I'd be great if there's one of these a year and it was this good. I don't know about you folks. Let us know this in the comments. But around our area, there is barrel-proof bourbons, past releases everywhere on the shelves up in our area. So if you kind of save some of that great juice and you make that, you just kind of get that down to maybe 1 or possibly 2 releases a year instead of 3. It's okay to rock the boat. It's fine. You can change things up. I just think it would be a little bit of a mindset to take where you're trying to recoup some of your older barrels, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm the only way I can think. It's the only reason I can think of why they're releasing 9 years, because they're, got to kind of recoup. They had a big surge in sales over the last several years, with all the barrel proof stuff. So I don't know. That's just my opinion.
I would echo that and just say that more isn't always better. Mm-hmm. I'd rather have more quality products than quantity of products. If I keep buying something and it's just not cutting the mustard, then I'm just gonna stop buying it. But if it's something that I love and look forward to, and it's a 1 year, maybe twice a year release, then I'll go out of my way. Like, I'm sure this is gonna sell out more than this, just because it's a like a net new product.
Yep.
And I think it's great.
Yep. I do too. All right, guys, that's all we got for you today. We'll see you Friday with one last. Can we find our best $50 bourbon here in the basement bourbon bar? Blind.
What is today? Wednesday.
And then we'll lead that up to our live stream Saturday with a bunch of $50 winners.
You got 3 days to purchase your tickets. As a reminder, we will close the ticket purchasing 15 minutes after the live stream starts on Saturday. So at around 7:15 Central Time, our time, is when we're going to cut off the purchases of the tickets, and we're just going to start drawing. At the minute we close, we're going to start drawing. So, and we're going to continue drawing until we're on the last person, and it's going to be an interesting live stream. So if you want tickets, if you want to win a Pappy 20 or a Jack 14 or anything else fancy,
the Weller Rainbow,
check out our video on Monday. Ugh. If you check out our video on Monday, I'm really nailing the sales pitch here. If you haven't checked out our video on Monday, Kyle will put a link up here somewhere. It goes over everything that you can win and more about the mission that we're trying to achieve here and the bottles that you can win just by donating $5. So please check that out in the description. Go to slbcares.org for more information, and we will see you this Saturday at 7 p.m.
No doubt about
Central Time.
As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly, guys. See you next time right down here with Trent and me in the good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.